Hey everybody, it's my first episode. The Binding of Isaac. I'm really bad and I don't know what the items do and I suck and I take damage and let's do it, okay? We're gonna play as the Lost, as we've already been doing for 6 seconds here. Why? I think, forcing yourself. I think there's two things you do. You have to interrupt your pattern if you're playing badly. I think it's kind of like going to the gym, okay? You hit a plateau, you start to get a little F-around-itis. What do? Well, there's a couple things you could do, One of them is take a deload week, Take a week off, eat, rest, sleep well, enjoy yourself. Come back refreshed. The other alternative, switch up what you're doing, Higher intensity, maybe. Give that a try for a bit. You're not really trying to, confuse your muscles or anything, but just try something new. Maybe get your head back aligned with where you want to be. That's where I'm at right now, If we're sucking as Eden, let's play as the Lost. The Lost is not necessarily harder than Eden, but it's probably harder than Eden the majority of the time. So what we want to do is just remind ourselves, hey, the only way you win as the Lost is to play good defensive Isaac, more or less. I've been making some terrible decisions as Eden. I've been taking way too much damage. Come on. And I'll admit, the reason I think I'm taking the damage is because the shots, they're coming in. And I think my brain's just going, you know what? I don't think you're going to be able to dodge this one, so why bother? It's a bad attitude. But it sneaks in there all sneaky-like. You don't see it coming until it's too late. So it's up to us to get back on the horse. I'll tell you, right out of the gate, I really don't want to pick up Robo Baby if I can avoid it. If I lost 3 cents for no reason to try to re-roll it, hey, that's life, dude. But I'd really, really like to see Robo Baby become something of some actual use, but it's going to require either a bomb or or another penny, maybe. And I'll also tell you, you don't need to. Nobody's getting confused about this one. Your boy loves an orbital, especially with Holy Mantle. It's a huge benefit. Nice little bomb there. Okay, I get what you got going on here, but is there any chance I could persuade you to do a side-by-side attack? And then just kind of get... Oh, well, I really thought you might get exploded there, but that's okay. Good dodges. Good dodges, dude. We just... Nope, not gonna get me. He shoots, we duck. He shoots... Oh, step to the left. No problem. He shoots... Not today. Alright. I don't... It's almost not even worth walking back for, but I will go get it. I'm not impressed with my Isaac play lately. I think, people largely don't care that much. And that's almost bad, if that makes sense. It's enabling me to be maybe a little bit lazy with my Isaac play. I'm not saying it's your fault, because it's not. I'm the one in control. I'm the one piloting the system here. But at the same time, I gotta stay on my A game. Don't get complacent, but, also get the bits out there simultaneously. We hit the happy medium. Basement 2. Okay, what you got? D1, I love it, because it does replace our D4, which we, in all likelihood, will never wish to use. And the D1 is actually, this is a little dangerous, but D1 is actually super useful for getting extra consumables. And to be honest, we could use just about every consumable right now. The only thing we're not broke on is keys. And is, ironic, because we're kind of, broke on locks. You know what I mean? There's one extra lock on this floor in all likelihood. Why not use the D1 there? Well, actually, just, on a floor with a very limited number of rooms, I'd like to save my charges just a little bit here. Now, will I use it on a bomb? Yes. Absolutely. We can use the bomb to reroll the D4, but I'm kind of waiting until the end of the floor to make that come to pass. You know what I mean? Said you know what I mean like it was a double entendre, but it wasn't. It was just a dead air filler. We might as well. And then just immediately drop a bomb for no reason just to test it out. This is not a D1 situation, because the Spirit Arts are completely worthless. That's okay. Now we cannot use the bombs for anything. That's a very good point. The other thing is I kind of want to just go to the shop and use the D1 in there. Depends what we get, obviously, but it should be worth an attempt. Okay, Dangle, you're lucky. Well, you're unlucky. I'm lucky. You have the exact same shot pattern as Famine. You're basically just a stinky Famine. As a result, I'm highly unafraid. You dip and you dodge. You guys like playing dodgeball as a youngster or as an adult? I know, like, you know, there are like adult dodgeball leagues. There are a few things. People assume that I've left my childhood behind and do not wish for it to return whatsoever. There's yeses and nos. You know, I take what I like from adult life, and I also still, at the same time... Hold on a moment. No, I think we're better off just leaving. I still, at the same time, you know, there's things from our childhood that I think there's no reason you can't enjoy as an adult. Moreover, I think you enjoy whatever you enjoy, and don't let anybody naysay you. You know, the idea that you could live a life that is perfect by everybody's standards is a foolhardy pursuit to begin with. You might as well just do what you like as long as it's not harming other people. However, dodgeball, I'm always like, man, of all the middle school era gym sports, that's one I thought could make it to adulthood. You know, it's very accessible. Everybody can play it. It's a non-contact sport. The risk of injury is pretty low. You might get some bruises. Big whoop. Brings people together. You know, gets the adrenaline going. Now, would I play in an adult dodgeball league? No, but that's more because I guess I worry about what kinds of people I would meet in an adult dodgeball league. But that might be unfairly based on the movie Dodgeball: A True Underdog Story from Benjamin Stiller. Now, you might say, NL, why wouldn't you take Bloody Lust? Well, I guess if more than one person in the class has the question, I'll tell you, I'm not taking Bloody Lust, brother. It doesn't do anything for us as the Lost. It's an inert item. Now, would I rather have the D... Oh, yes, absolutely. Don't take that out of context. Would I rather have the D12 or the D1? I would still rather have the D1. The D12, I think, is a novelty item for the most part. I'm telling you, you know, like... The sport I want to play the most as I get older is definitely golf. Have I talked about my golf anxiety? I love the idea of golf. I understand that golf culturally rubs a lot of people the wrong way because the opinion or the image that gets conjured in people's heads is like, you know, boss makes $1, I make a dime, that's why I poop on company time. You got one dude at your office who makes 8 times your salary, but it's justified somehow because of the fact that, oh, he gets a lot of clients out on the golf course. You wouldn't even understand. Well, you're here doing the grunt work. He's doing the heavy lifting out there, having a 6-pack of beers with the CEO of Verizon, you know? I get that. But that's not golf's fault. That's corporate culture's fault. Golf itself is innocent. But I have golf anxiety. I love the idea of golf. I like playing golf. I love miniature golf. Being outside for a few hours, hanging out with your friends, low impact sport. You measure your performance against yourself for the most part, so you're constantly striving to get better. I like a lot of stuff about golf. What I don't like about golf is that I feel like, you know, I've golfed 3 or 4 times in my life, and I'm really bad, and that's okay. I'm not shy about how bad I am, but when you're bad at golf, it sucks to play golf in public. Because you're constantly having to worry about, like, am I holding the people behind me up? Oh, you go ahead, you guys play through. And then by the time, you know, I don't know, if you're good at golf. That was close, dude. If you're good at golf, 9 holes of golf, I don't know, what does it take you? An hour? Maybe a little bit more than an hour? If you're bad at golf, it could take you like 3 hours. Mostly because you're constantly letting people behind you play through. I guess that's why you would take golfing lessons or something like that, but that's the other part is that golfing is like, you can't deny it. It's an expensive hobby. Yo, that's a pretty good get. I think it's one of those hobbies though that it self-selects as expensive, if that makes sense. Like, it's expensive because, you know, it's expensive to maintain the greens, and, you know, if you're renting equipment, you know, that's expensive as well, or can be expensive at least. But then it's, I think it's also expensive because rich people play golf, if that makes sense. To be honest, though, even mini golf is kind of expensive most of the time. Which is a little surprising to me. I think mini golf benefits from being an anomaly. You know, you don't see that many mini golf courses, so people are like, you know, $10 for 18 holes of mini golf? What are you gonna do? Go to the other mini golf course? There might not even be another one in your city. You know what? I should have done that a long time ago. I got scared, and I was doing pretty well on the room, but it was getting to be a little much. This run is not very good, by the way. Robo Baby, Leprosy, which I think is quite literally useless. Obviously, yeah, Holy Mantle, but that's like the baseline. That's where you start. And for a champion enemy like this, where we're trying to stay ahead of the curve, it's particularly difficult, but you know, this is the kind of training you want to do, so you can persevere. We're really just lacking, like, quite literally all of the stats that would make this so much more doable. Like a slight speed upgrade, and I don't have to anticipate these guys, or this guy's turns like 20 minutes in advance. Slight damage upgrade, rate of fire upgrade, he's already dead. Oh my god. Okay, good stuff. Free deals with the devil. No Krampus, please? It's not Krampus. It's not Krampus. We got Brimstone. We're free, but also it is going to take us a while to charge. But still, it's well worth it. Okay. It took some real cojones to hang in there. Anyway, I'm just saying. I don't like the idea of golf for the aspects that, you know, see, I don't know, oh, hey, making big business deals on the course, etc., etc. Oh, go to the 19th hole, get yourself a freaking Caesar, bud. You know, it's not really my cup of tea necessarily. However, I love being outside. I love the... It sounds ridiculous, but I like activities. You know, like doing stuff. I'm totally content to just be outside, walk around. I find a pleasant walk, you know, in the sun. It's a nice way to spend an afternoon. I think we might prefer deck of cards here. But simultaneously, having like a little activity to spice it up, I think that makes golf such a good opportunity. Plus, after you golf, you don't need to shower. You know, it's not like you need to bring a second... I guess you probably do want to bring a second pair of clothes, maybe. But still, I'm just saying, there's a lot of benefits to golf. There's a lot of negatives, too. Like, mostly the prohibitive price point and also being bad at it to start with. But still. I think I just like old dude sports. And that's not to say that golf is exclusively the domain of the older man. But, you know? Wait, what sports did I play when I was a kid? Baseball. Not necessarily exclusively an older man sport, but, you know, a sport that the younger generation, I think, is kind of leaving behind at least a little bit. I played tennis. And I like it a lot. You know why I played tennis? It was, Jeeves has suggested that we take advantage of the tennis court, my lord. It wasn't like that. I played Mario Tennis and was like, bro, I gotta get in on this. This sport's on the up and up. Any sport Nintendo takes an interest in, I take an interest in. Then, played a little squash. And a little racquetball. I still don't know the difference. Those are all kind of like old man sports, and to be honest, I'm for it. Running? That's true. I was into running for a while. Running is, you know, I see young people run, but I also see a lot of jacked older dudes. And they're doing a little half step, and you're like, ooh, you know, if you're doing the half step, you're running a great distance probably. This guy's got to be, he's running like, you know, 15K right now. That's right, 15,000 miles. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to go to the curse room. It's a bad habit, but I'm slow. I also think, while we have the opportunity to make it to boss rush, we should capitalize on that opportunity. Now I'm gonna do something different here, and the reason I said that is because I had the moon, but I'm actually gonna bounce out of here immediately, try to get something, you know, basically try to glean some value out of the deck of cards here, you know what I mean? I think it's a very fair opportunity for us to maybe speed things up and simultaneously make ourselves stronger in the process. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. We haven't died yet. And dude, honestly, like, if in every Lost video I could just have like one room that makes me feel as powerful and as confident as that Chubb boss fight made me feel, then I think this run's been a success. X-ray vision is merely okay. Strength, to be honest, I think Magician is a better DPS upgrade than Strength right now. We're just staying as frosty as possible. Consumables now looking totally fine. Shop is a big deal, whether I had greed or not. You know what? I'll double down on trinkets here. We don't even have another option right now, I think. But why not? No. Okay, what do we got? War, honestly, does not warrant the use of the Magician. This card is probably something we're just going to send into the stratosphere once we get a better card anyway. But we might as well save it until it at least does anything for us. We're safe. Alrighty. Dude, I don't know. For a while, I thought we were destined for disaster here. Instead, we seem pretty good. No Krampus? Is Krampus? Krampus is not that hard right now. Just don't get hit by one of his easy attacks. As long as you don't get hit by one of the simple attacks, you're not going to get hit by the other attacks. Let me rephrase. You can afford to get hit by one of the other attacks. Alright, those of you who are about to rock, I salute you. But simultaneously, those of you who thought, he's never making it to boss rush. Ye of little faith. Ye of little faith, dude. Now we got Brimstone Tammy's head. And if anybody thinks I don't deserve this, you're right. But only because nobody deserves Tammy's head. Brimstone is that good. However, we do deserve it. As much as we've ever deserved the combination at all. Exclusively because of the Chubb fight. Which was tough enough to begin with. Now, I do want to caution you. It always sounds disingenuous. I hope if you've been watching enough NL, you know that I'm not the type of YouTuber who would, you know, entertain you with false pretenses. Oh, we could still die. You never know, dude. I'm up 24-0. It's first to 25, but you never know. Not like that. The odds of us winning are very, very high. However, due to the nature of the Lost, there's always the potentiality, however remote, why would you even look for a spirit heart, that a single slip-up, one mere moment, a loss, I was going to say a loss of consciousness. That would probably do it. But a little loss of focus is all it would take. Now, Serpent's Kiss, if we needed the hearts, I would probably consider it, but you never realize until you play as the Lost how many items only benefit you if you take damage. Now, we're living in a dream world right now. The only thing that would really tie this together in what I would consider to be like an awesome and meaningful way would be if we were able to pick up a permanent homing upgrade. I would be in love with that. Man, remember that time we had a streak as the Lost, and then I lost it by walking into a Temperance blood bank? That's what I'm trying to get back to. Is, you know, when I had like 7 Lost wins in a row? Dude, those were the freaking days. That was only like 2 weeks ago. I'm excited again. Let's do it. All of a sudden, gaining a little bit of that confidence back. Matriarch, by the way, extremely no... I was gonna say extremely no joke. Oh my word. It's a new era, dude. I'm gonna go back with another Lost run. I mean, that one was fun. The Matriarch is never something you could take for granted. That's an embarrassing series of losses. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.